subtle, but it can be dangerous. So police instructors from around the state came to Utica today to learn, to recognize, and control it.
They're here for 3 days worth of training on implicit bias. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris explains.
Police officers from all over the state are here at MVCC in Utica today to get training to recognize bias they might not even know they might have.
You're a Yankee fan, but you see someone wearing a Red Sox shirt, so immediately think they're not a good person because I'm a Yankee fan. So
This is how Sergeant James Laurie of the Utica Police Department describes implicit bias. These police officers from around the state aren't at MVCC in Utica today to get rid of it, but to recognize it and control it.
It's a helpful tool in law enforcement, but it needs to be controlled because that can get you in a little bit of trouble if you rely on it a little bit too much. And sometimes you're too quick to make a judgment, and it can be the wrong decision you make at that time. So what we try to do is slow it down a little bit.
The Blue Room tends to be a bit guarded at first, not knowing what to expect. But as the class goes on, the light bulb goes on.
In the beginning of the class, you always have that standoffish. You're like, all right, what are they going to talk about? Is this going to be like kind of like get in touch with your feelings and stuff? But once we get rolling, they're kind of, oh, I get it now.
It's a train the trainer format. The police instructors here today from Rochester, Buffalo, and New York City, to name a few, will now go back and teach their departments about implicit bias.
We teach the class today, and tomorrow we'll teach them how to teach the class. And then Friday, we'll actually evaluate them on a couple blocks of instruction that they do to make sure they're getting the message, they understand the message, so when we send them back to their agency, they're continuing the work.
The Utica Police Department has already been through the training. For them, now it's refresher courses.
The kids in the academy, they've been getting it for the last 3 or 4 years. And UPD, we've done this in service, and we just have continuing education on it from year to year.
Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.